Get ready.
Let's go.
Hello everybody, I'm Nick, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VI. On the last episode, we were taking care of some hide and seek. And we have one last optional area left here, the Fanatics Tower. And I decided to get the endgame preparations out of the way now because I didn't want to have to deal with, the Scrub Squad needed to be built up at some point, and in my search for some specific items, I may have gone a little overkill on the grinding a little bit. But that's just mostly because partially of searching for one particular relic here, the Economizer. I'm gonna take it off for a second just so I can just show... Yeah, this is busted. This is for anything that consumes MP, whether it's magic, lores, summoning, blah, blah, blah. And this hero ring is actually only temporary. And for the most part, everyone's pretty much equipped for the rest of the game. So how about we proceed? And now we can actually start going up here. And the main gimmick of this place, do any of these guys tell you about it? No. The members of the cult of Kefka live in this tower. There's something wondrous atop it. You can only use magic attacks inside, so unless your magic's strong, you'll never make it to the top. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. You can only use magic in this place. And normally you'd be running into encounters here, but because Moogle Charm is stupid, and I love it, there's also treasure rooms in here. Safety bit. I believe that protects you from instant death attacks like the Memento Ring can. There is also one other boss fight in here other than the one at the top of the tower. We just have to get up there first, and thankfully, since I've got me my running shoes, thank you, Mog, we can just do this, a Genji shield. It's not as good as our Thunder shields or the friggin' broken-ass Paladin shield, I should probably explain, which is easily the best one in the game. Nullifying multiple ailments in the other half of the elements, and the other elements only being they get reduced to 50% damage. It's kind of nutty. Yeah, I should probably explain the other boss sets here. Yeah, we should probably do this real quick. It's our good friend the White Dragon. He uses holy attacks, if you couldn't have guessed. Anyway, I should show off the broken-ass quick spell, too. Yeah. Oh, wow, you're just going ham with those holies, aren't you? Well, fortunately for you, not only do I heal from that one, but I'm also a little quicker on the draw with ass blasting you with magic. So yeah, I should probably show you what how I solve endgame problems. Yeah, this is pretty much what it comes down to for me. Realm and Terra have the gold hairpins, so they get half MP costs. I didn't want to go for more than one economizer, because... Oh! I killed you! Oops! Oops! Well, that's what ass blasting with magic does. Anyway, it also gives us a Pearl Lance for the trouble. Dragons left. And would you like to take a guess where they are? They're right at the end of the game! Actually, I could just do this. Every spell is 1 MP. It's dumb and it's bullshit, and the stunner, that is a knife for, Shadow. My brain is blanking. It stops people sometimes. It's nice. Now, I do believe there is something, a hidden room. I just need to remember how to access it, because Edgar's final tool is actually here. Force armor. I believe I've equipped this on some people before. It's magic-based armor. I don't remember if there was a particular switch I needed to hit somewhere. Either way, we'll find it. Because, yeah, Edgar's final tool is actually in this place. Oh, that's the top. I need to not do that yet. because I want to find the stupid thing. 'Cause I hate invisible friggin' switches, or at least ones that they don't... Actually, probably that one guy would have told me where it is. But it's a switch in one of these rooms. Find it somewhere. Chest, maybe? I mean, it couldn't hurt. I have all the money in the world thanks to grinding on the cactars and the hoovers. Oh boy, do I have money. You probably saw it. Feel like it was probably this screen. I mean, I could always just warp out of here. Let's be honest. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna warp and see if the asshole tells me where it is. I have all the time in the world. Oh, I can't even warp. I have to walk. You bastards. You bastards. You're gonna cost me maybe like a couple of minutes? Oh my god, this would be so stupid if it wasn't for the Moogle Charm. I swear. Not in the chest. I feel like it's another one of those invisible tile sort of things. I also could be very wrong and very stupid. But hey! That is pretty much the case. And if the asshole doesn't tell me for all this goddamn money, well, there's always the internet. Because I want to claim this stupid thing. Not like I really use it that much. Oh, there it is. It was an invisible switch. There we go. There we go. Now I don't have to pay a bastard. The air anchor. This is a particularly strange tool that will instantly kill an enemy after it does an action when you use it on it. I mean, against enemies that are vulnerable to instant death, it's nice. Unfortunately, you can only hit one target at a time, so that kind of stinks. Then again, it's probably generally better at inflicting instant death than the chainsaw, but the chainsaw is just straight up free damage, so when it's not instant death. But for real though, now it's finally time to deal with the top of the tower. You'll have to excuse me a moment for this one. It's also very, very, very important that you have either Palador or any characters with the Life 3 or re-raise, depending on your translation. This is very important, because in this box is the gem box, or the Thamasa orb in other translations. What do you think would happen if I went and equipped Celis here with this? Do you want double the spells at only 1 MP per cast? Why yes, it is busted. And I'm going to show that off here by doing support first. Oh hey, it's a bunch of cultists. Let's see what they have to say. Master Kefka's treasure. Return it. Now! And unfortunately, he will not be able to move. And oh hey, what's this spooky looking fellow? What's this spooky looking fellow? Oh hey, we can't even go in the door. It's a boss fight versus the Magic Master. He'll throw some spells at you. So he will switch elemental weaknesses, but you can ignore this by literally throwing ultimas at him. So X magic. So I'm gonna throw out a quick, and then let's throw out some re-raises. Because every time you hit him, he's gonna change his properties. And at this point, we really don't care. And trust me when I say these life 3s are very important, because he has a special death counter attack. And you really need to be ready for it by either jumping in the air or straight up using life 3 to get past it. Or just having enough hit points. That works too. Anyway, with the gem box and you use quick, you only freeze time for one phase, but you can still act again immediately, but you cannot use quick again. So, just a warning. And then let's just heal everybody up for good measure, and then let the others, do the ass blasting for a second. Because we can just do that, you know? You know what, Mog? To spare your MP, you just get to throw out a flare. I know it's sad, but whatever, man. And now the quick status is worn off. So that's how it interacts with, how the X magic interacts with quick. You're gonna see me do this for the rest of the game. 'Cause now it's just literally Ultima spam the game. At least on these casters here. I forget how much, I think he had like 50k HP. Anyway, he's one of the toughest bosses in the whole game, if you couldn't have guessed. Are you just gonna throw Liziga? That just missed. Oh, don't do that. Don't be rude. At the very least, Flare's also non-elemental, so at least there's that. So at this point, you solve bosses by literally throwing non-elemental magic at it. But thankfully, there's not much left to the game, because we're gonna go right to Kefka's Tower once we're done here. And, yeah. I hope you like ass blasting the magic game. Alright. Yeah, Celis is never gonna run out of MP ever again. It's fun. And she's mainly the one doing it because between her and Realm, she can equip the Minerva, which gives her a bunch of useful stuff. Oh, here it is! The death counter! He throws Ultima at you. And it usually kills you. So you want re-raise for this. So pick yourself back up, and you'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. See? We did it! And we get a Mega Elixir for our trouble. The Mega Elixir. It's basically like using a tent, but in the middle of combat. And I actually managed to steal a couple of them back on the very island you start with Celis at. Because in the desert, there's an enemy there that's called the Earth Guard in this translation. And you have a very, 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 very low chance to steal a Mega Elixir from it. These can be invaluable to save your ass. Especially if you didn't grind as hard as I did. And even then, I could grind even harder in this game. It's just fun to do. Mostly because I was trying to find an enemy called the Brachiosaur. Or it's called the Brachiosaurus in other translations. Possibly the strongest regular enemy in the entire game, because not only does it hit really hard with its physicals, it can inflict multiple statuses. I think it can still use Meteor, but it can also just straight up use Ultima on you. It's very, very dangerous, and it takes like 5 to 6 max damage hits to even kill it. And it has maybe like a 1 in 8 chance of dropping an Economizer. Or the Celis Triad in other translations. I should probably state, actually, before I get off, or take off on the ship, I want to use a tent real quick. And yes, I did kind of go crazy with items. When you, at that point in grinding, have over 1 million gil, what do you really have to lose? Alright, I think before we go ahead and tackle Kefka's Tower, there's one final cutscene I want to try and do. But in order to do it, I need to not get off the ship. I need to switch party members. Thank you very much. Because this is the one instance we need Gao. So, unfortunately, Gao will not be coming with us into the final battle. So, how about we reform a party real quick? And Espers at this point are distributed for bonuses. Alright. I want to be dropped off right in front of the house so I don't deal with any random encounters. Let's see if I actually trigger everything right. Oh, hello again. Yep, you are tops. That's why we... Quick, fix that chair. Then you can use it to reach the roof. You don't suppose... Gao, could this be your father? Ooh. Come on, Gao. It's true, right? Father? Yes, this is definitely your father. Gao's father? Wow! Right, let's go tell your father the news. He needs to know you're his son. Just a minute, we can't just go in there with you looking like this. I know, let's go to your door and give you a makeover. No, Gao, don't eat with your fingers. Yow. Don't say yow when you mean yes. Oh. How do you like these? Wait, what about those? Oh well. Did you say something? Nothing. Which is it gonna be? Oh, this is nice, but do you think it becomes Gao? Well... What? Nothing. This is it? We go to funeral? Perfect. Functional and sporty. Done! I don't think... Phew. Completely lacking in fashion. Excuse me, sir. Can you order some clothes like the one I'm wearing? Impossible! Setzer, how dare you think of sticking him in that kind of getup? Okay, Gao. Now, any father would be glad to have a son like you. Ooh. Excuse me, sir. Who in blazes are you? Oh, the repairman! Sir, you had a son, right? You with me? Son? Right, the truth is, he's alive! Come here, Gao! Father... What is this? What is with this son business? I never had a son! But now that you mention it, I once had a terrible dream. In it, a demon child was born! I grabbed the creature and rushed off to the veldt with it. It was crying like crazy when I arrived on the veldt. But sir... I left the child there, and without looking back, I turned and started to run. I'm trying to tell you! Suddenly, the crying stopped. I turned around and saw a frightful monster. Hideous! Still gives me the shakes. I give up. But you, young man, your parents must be proud of you. I still have dreams of that demon child. Frightening. Why, you old? He's completely lost his mind. Gao, I'm gonna clobber him. Wow. I'm sorry. Father alive. Happy. So yeah, the old man over here is a piece of shit. It's all you really need to know. Anyway, I think that's pretty much going to conclude everything that's going to happen for today's episode. So, on today's episode of Final Fantasy VI, we went and tackled the Fanatics Tower. Well, not really so much as tackled, but took a light stroll because Mog is a wonderful, wonderful thing. And on the next episode, it'll finally be time to tackle Kefka's Tower. I'm just dropping for a moment to save. So with that, I'm Nick, and I'll see you guys next time.